Hey there, Alan here, and this is just a taste of footage from my drive up to Big Cottonwood Canyon on November 4, where I did my first cross-country skiing of the season. There's a lot more footage over at the post at rvacrossamerica.net/early winter, and you're about to be serenaded by me in front of the camera with lots more information about this and more. Thank you, and stay tuned. Good morning, Alan here. It's early in the morning on Saturday, November 5, and I'm here in Draper at Mountain Shadows RV Park. It's one of the 3 RV parks that you can really spend the winter at in the Salt Lake Valley or in Heber City. Because there's only 3, there's a demand for RV sites, and they're not cheap, but the Salt Lake Valley is definitely an interesting place to spend the winter. And even though I've only been here for 4 days, it's already been extraordinarily interesting. We're going to call this, by the way, rvacrossamerica.net/early winter. We're calling it early winter. And welcome to rvacrossamerica.net. Normally, November is a time for preparation for me for winter, preparation for skiing. Note the emphasis on the word preparation. As of November 4, it already started. And what I mean by that is I went up to the Solitude Nordic Center yesterday and got my skinny skis on, my cross-country skis, and did a little cross-country. I don't think I've done that as early as November 4 ever before. I just wanted to break in with a little bit more video as I approached the Solitude Nordic Center. Just so you can see where I was, and this is just before I broke out the skinny skis for the season. And it was like midwinter conditions. It really was spectacular. Now, you need to understand the Salt Lake Valley, and I go into this in more detail in my post, again, at rvacrossamerica.net/early winter. But where I'm staying is in the Salt Lake Valley. It's actually right next to I-15. This is not a highly picturesque RV park. I'm here because it's utilitarian. It's in a great location. It's within minutes, literally, of getting up in the mountains. I'm at 4,200 feet, roughly, elevation. And inside of about 45 minutes yesterday, I got up to 8,700 feet. That's a 4,500-foot rise in 45 minutes. That's where the winter is. That's where the snow is. And that's where, for the majority of winter, it's going to stay. The Salt Lake Valley is not known for having rough winters. Yes, there are snowstorms here in the valley. Yes, you can get a foot of snow down here. But no, it's not likely to last for extensive periods of time. I have all the stuff I've had for years in the way of snow shovels and roof scrapers. I don't think I'm going to need them all that often. As a classic example, and again, it's still very early. This is mid-autumn. The next 4 days, I believe, in a row, we're going to have rain or rain mixed with snow down here in the valley. Again, no accumulation to speak of. Maybe towards the end of it, by Monday or Tuesday, we'll get 2 or 3 inches. While that's happening down here, the mountains are going to get clocked. We're talking 2 to 4 feet of snow. And the downhill ski areas have not even opened up yet. Yesterday, I drove right past Little Cottonwood Canyon. I drove up Big Cottonwood Canyon, and there's, of course, the third canyon, which I always forget, the Parley Canyon. That's it. That's where Park City is, and Canyons and Deer Valley. That's a bit of a lower elevation area than either Big Cottonwood or Little Cottonwood. Big Cottonwood is home to Solitude and Brighton, and Little Cottonwood is home to Alta and Snowbird. Funny they call it Little Cottonwood because Alta and Snowbird are definitely the big guns out here, at least for advanced skiers. Solitude is a great intermediates mountain, and I'll be spending a lot of time there, especially early in the season, mostly because that's where my Icon Pass is going to be valid every day. But there's another half a dozen areas within this region, including stretching up to Ogden, that I can ski for up to 7 days on that Icon Pass. And with the Icon Pass, I don't want to sound like an Icon Pass salesman, but with the Icon Pass, you don't have to drive up the mountains to get to the ski areas. You can drive a few miles to a park and ride, and the UTA, Utah Transit Authority buses, pick up and carry you up there. There's a lot to do, as you would expect. I mean, this is a valley that's got probably 1 million plus people, and there's a lot to do in this area. I've already found a halotherapy cave, a salt cave, where it's helping my postnasal drip. I've found tons of coffee shops, and they have a great recreation center organization here. It's run by the community, but the recreation centers are all over the place. There are 2 of them within a 5-mile drive of where I am. I'm headed over to one in a few minutes, and you can swim. You've got the lazy river. You've got the workout rooms complete with all the cardio equipment you can think of. And speaking of which, by the way, I feel great. When I drove yesterday up to 8,700 feet, you know, that's sometimes stress on a body, going from 4,200 to 8,700 and then popping on cross-country skis and tooling around a lake up there. I feel great. At no point did I feel any stress. I am continuing on the diet that I've mentioned to you I'm on. It's very close to a keto diet. And I'm continuing to lose visceral fat and internal fat. And that's my goal. Not really going on weight loss, but just getting rid of the tonnage around the middle. And I'll have more about that very soon. But I want you to understand, if you stay in the Salt Lake Valley, winter is not winter like I've described it in my prior year's videos. So far, I haven't had to use my propane. It hasn't been cold enough at night to even worry about it. And most nights, I think, here are going to stay probably about 15 to 20 degrees or higher by the overnight low, which is not extreme at all. For me, this is kind of like staying in a tropical area. And most days get above freezing down here in the valley. That said, you get up on the mountains and it can get cold. Although in the middle of the winter, you'll have an inversion which will set up and you'll have cold air down here. But again, it's not an extreme bitter cold. It's not like Steamboat. It's not like Jackson, where that minus 20 to minus 40 degree cold can settle in, or Pinedale even. That certainly happened last year a few times. Anyway, really cool photos, really cool webcam footage to share with you. Again, climbing from no snow here to about a foot of snow up there, and then showing you Guardsman Pass and showing you a few other places. I'm going to be putting that footage together today, and I hope to get this video out later today or at the latest November 6th tomorrow. Anyway, rvacrossamerica.net/early winter. Alan here. You're going to hear much more from me. I've got a post coming up on trading in your RV versus selling it privately. That's going to be very insightful and also provide some insights on the current situation with the RV sales market. And I've got another post coming up after that. I keep promising it. It's going to be about my health. I started writing it, and it's just getting so involved. I'm not sure if I want to make it that involved. I don't want to give you a treatise to read, but it's important. And it's important not that I'm, bearing my soul, but it's important because I believe that if you are one of the Americans that currently has metabolic syndrome, and according to some doctors, that's 88% of us, it can help. Anyway, Alan here, rvacrossamerica.net/early winter. And, new webcam. I'm looking at it right now. It's got a little ring of light around it. Hopefully it's better. And a new microphone. That's right here. There it is. So let me know how I sound. Let me know how I look. Give me feedback. Give me a thumbs up on this thing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, give me a subscribe. Anyway, I feel like saying gimme, gimme, gimme. Alan here. Take care. You have a wonderful day.